What's up, party people? Welcome to Honest Commentaries for our first career retrospective of Wes Anderson. Catch the full trailer over on ScreenJunkies, then come back here, watch this video, stick around in the end for deleted scenes, which I think we have. Let's see. I don't know. There's Joe Starr.
Hello.
There's Dan Merle.
Watch this trailer with me.
Yes, let's. Very, very Wes Anderson
Thank you.
delivery.
We're also very nicely symmetrical.
We are.
Yeah.
it's
Can we
good.
get perfectly symmetrical?
Let's try.
Nah, not really. It's too. How does he do it?
He's a genius.
So we tried something different for this one. He's got an adorable looking movie coming out, Isle of Dogs, that I can't wait to see. So we figured, like, he doesn't have one movie that so much stands out above the others, although, you know, I have my favorites. I think we all do. But they're all kind of like different variations on the same film, if you will.
Ish, yeah.
Ish. But it's a damn good film. Yeah. Dan, you did the yeoman's work for this one. You rewatched every single one. I just filled in the blanks for me for the ones I hadn't seen. But you rewatched every single Wes Anderson movie.
I rewatched all of them, all of the Andersons.
Yeah.
Looked for themes, patterns, repetition. There were things that I noticed that I had not noticed before. Some things that I thought would be there that were not there.
And I know, like, most of what you noticed is all in the trailer, but, like, generally a positive experience rewatching all those?
Yeah,
or were you, like,
I mean, that's one of the easier honest trailers. It's time consuming, but it's also like, hey, watch 8 movies that are varying degrees of good. I would wager he hasn't made a bad movie. There's some that Darjeeling is a little for me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't terrible. It's just kind of like, but there's some great ones. I love Grand Budapest, Royal Tenenbaums. That's my favorite. I love Rushmore. I'd never seen Fantastic Mr. Fox. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. Moonrise Kingdom, I think, is the most Wes Anderson-y of the Wes Anderson movies. Darjeeling I thought was okay. And then Bottle Rocket is very interesting proto-Wes Anderson. And Life Aquatic, again, is quirky. But I connect more with Royal Tenenbaums and Grand Budapest.
I'm just realizing that I don't fall asleep during movies often, but I fell asleep during Darjeeling twice. Once at this office, and then also during Moonrise Kingdom. Not that they're boring; they're just soothing. I find these movies
they are
like
soothing.
very just like
If you need white noise to sleep,
literal white noise. Should have been our title, White Noise.
White noise.
But yeah, I mean, I know it sounds bad, but I don't mean that as an insult. They're just like, it's like you're in a very, I don't know, placid world where like no one's emotions ever get too hot or too cold. The music's like twee and plinky behind them, and everything looks cute.
yeah, they're all very soothing colors.
With like strange outbursts of horrific violence, but like no one really reacts too strongly to it, anyways.
no one reacts too strongly to anything in these films.
Yeah. Joe?
Life Aquatic, my favorite Wes Anderson film.
Me too.
Yeah. I feel like Bill Murray challenged him a little bit. That's what that movie feels like. It's Bill Murray pushing him out of his comfort zone a little.
Okay, because it feels right in his comfort zone to me. Like that's just peak Wes. Everything in that movie. It's the purest distillation of it.
Yeah.
I think that Life Aquatic's my favorite, probably just because I've seen it the most. But I think the best thing about him, I think he's getting better. I think Grand Budapest was his best work, and Isle of Dogs looked great. So I think that he's someone who like can still push himself a little bit, or at least just get better and better at the thing he does.
Yeah. He always seems to have like a film like when you need it. Like I know like with Dan, like I'm pretty sure there was a semester of college where I watched Royal Tenenbaums every day, probably, just because I was like, this man speaks to me. I get it. Yeah.
Well, why don't we watch the old honest trailer for Mr. Wes Anderson? Tell us in the comments what other filmmaker's career you'd like us to do one for next. And we might do.
Maybe. Limited filmography.
Yeah.
Please.
Before you see the whimsical new animated feature. Before you see the whimsical new... Before you see the whimsical new... You know what? The epic voice just isn't the right fit for Wes Anderson. Can anyone here do a good Alec Baldwin? Hello. Close enough. Take it away, Baldy.
Pause. So this was a discussion we had very early on about the voice. And if we should, we wanted to make it very Tenenbaum.
Yeah, Tenenbaummy.
Which, to John's credit, we asked him, like, can you do a Baldwin? He's like, yeah, it's not really my, in my zone. So he kind of gave his blessing for us to cast the net outwards, and we ended up finding a great Alec Baldwin.
We have an excellent Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, just on deck.
Yeah, in The Office.
Randomly.
Randomly,
Yeah. Wasn't
yeah.
cast
Really
because
weird.
he was in the office, but he just literally happened to be working in our office when we were recording this.
We need to do a video of him just reading Alec Baldwin's mean tweets in his Alec Baldwin voice.
Yes.
You're a pig.
You're
Oh
a pig.
boy.
I can
Oh,
sue you
Alec.
for that.
Okay, let's keep the trailer going.
Before you see the whimsical new animated feature from your barista's favorite director, revisit all his meticulously crafted awkward family fables that make you kinda happy, kinda sad, and kinda unsure when you're supposed to laugh or not.
Why are they laughing?
So
Every
deadpan.
Wes Anderson movie, film. Every Wes Anderson film. Sally forth and tally ho with director Wes Anderson, whose style is so specific, he's basically his own genre, featuring more symmetrical shots than you can shake an art department at, more nostalgia than you can cram into a quirky indoor tent, and more whimsy than a love-struck Cub Scout dancing in his underwear to a lakeside record player. Honestly, after 8 movies, I'm not sure if I made that shot up or not.
There it is.
Oh,
Peak Wes
there it is.
Anderson. Right there.
I agree. That's
Meet
very
a Wes Anderson protagonist. He's definitely not a woman, but an emotionally stunted man suffering from a vague bout of ennui.
How is that supposed to make us feel?
Watch him deal with a strained parental relationship.
Your mother's asked me to leave.
Would it be possible for me to address you as Dad? No.
Why didn't you come to Dad's funeral?
I feel like we're all being
Because I
lulled to
didn't
sleep
want
just
to.
watching this.
Sibling
know, right?
rivalries,
I don't really have anything to say.
Yeah.
I love you too, but I'm gonna mace you in the face.
and maybe an affair.
You've made a cockle of me. I think he's on to us.
Of course he is.
But with the help of a brown subordinate/love interest, a wardrobe full of dapper menswear, and a classic slow-motion walk, he'll end up happy, I think. It's sort of hard to tell, but that's what makes it artistic.
Yeah, but,
Pause.
that watching them all in fairly quick succession over about a week or so, they seem very therapeutic in the sense of like you can tell that he's going through some stuff, or
Yeah.
this is his outlet to not go through stuff. But it's all parent issues. Everyone has parent issues. They're usually dead or gone, absent. Always some kind of dysfunction. There is a surprising theme of like helpful service employees, elevator operators, cleaning people, assistants, taxi drivers,
train
stewardesses, like people that are like in positions of servitude that are helpful to their lead characters on their quest.
I'm really curious as to how he grew up, what his family life is. Like, does Wes Anderson have some siblings that like
Beck? Yes.
Beck.
They just
I'd buy it.
They just look identical.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
What do you think his jaguar shark was in real life that ate his friend? What was that about?
Yeah, good question.
Like Tommy was so definitely had a Lisa.
Yeah, what was Wes Anderson's Jaguar show?
Yeah,
And
I'll
I'm
bet,
sorry, I
like,
just compared the two of them.
His estranged stepsister broke his zoetrope, and then his dead dad left him on a funicular one time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So he's been trying to get over it ever since.
Yeah.
That's the
Ran
other
away
thing.
on a rickshaw.
Is this reverence for very specific. He has like a reverence for like craftsmanship, typed things, handwritten things, paintings, paint like hand painted and hand drawn things. It's
I
very
remember
strange
because I was rewatching a bunch of the movies and I got to Darjeeling and he pulls out an iPod and I was like, heresy! Get it out of the Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah. That was like Dylan going electric.
Yeah,
was that iPod showing up in that movie?
Yeah. But old cars, old-timey uniforms, the Tenenbaum house is full of books and old board game. It's like this very kind of a reverence for the non-digital, for the tactile. It's very again,
and of course that's become a huge hipster trope. But he's been doing it for so long that like since Rushmore at least, if not Bottle Rocket, that like he He's the hipster. He's the
He's patient zero.
Tabula rasa of hipster.
He's the Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, the Rosetta Stone.
Modern hipsterism.
Yeah.
Facial hair and just the idea of putting on a stage play, a meticulously handcrafted play of a movie. It's just I don't know what exactly is at work there. It's very. I just want to get into his brain and just be like, why are you you?
Again, yeah, I really think we need to dig into his past, his family life.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's very interesting.
Anyways,
intriguing.
Carry on.
Revisit 8 films as meticulously crafted as the dollhouse sets they probably feature, including A Tale of Two Disaffected Friends, the cleaning woman that one of them loves, and a meticulously planned robbery that goes wrong. A tale of this disaffected student, his disaffected older friend, the teacher both of them love, and a meticulously planned revenge plot that goes wrong. A tale of this disaffected family, the sister that one of them loves,
This
and a
run takes
meticulously
like
planned
16
family
minutes
reunion
unless you
that
fast
goes
forward.
wrong. A tale of this disaffected oceanographer, the reporter both he and his son love, and a meticulously planned documentary that goes wrong. A tale of these disaffected brothers, the train stewardess one of them loves, and a meticulously planned trip through India that goes wrong. A tale of this disaffected fox, the wife he loves, and a meticulously planned different robbery that goes wrong. A tale of these 2 disaffected kids who are in love with each other, and a meticulously planned escape that
Remember
goes
we
wrong.
need to fast
And a tale
forward
of the
things?
hotel manager, the dead old woman he loves, and the meticulously planned art heist that goes wrong. It sounds repetitive, but trust me, they're just the most charming little things.
Thanks.
So before you see the adorable-looking Isle of Dogs,
I love
revisit
dogs.
the director
Who
who
doesn't?
can only be
Yeah.
described as Wes Anderson, who's influenced an entire generation of indie filmmakers and an even larger generation of pale hipsters who hate their parents. You just
Music
don't
sounds
get
like
me,
Eagle Eye
Dad.
Cherry.
I was born in the wrong decade. Starring
So this
overhead
is,
shots of objects.
Before we
stage
get
play.
pausing,
Pause.
this was obviously a very long run of things, but I think one thing that I noticed as I was writing, or not writing, but as I was watching, is I was writing down things that I noticed, repetition, and then I noticed that they started as you went on. They started to
Combine.
They started to combine.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the thing. Is like, all right, let's start with the things, but again, it's like a lot of people riffed on the Wes Anderson tropes. My favorite is the midnight cautery of sinister intruders
On
from
SNL, yeah.
SNL. So a lot of people kind of riffed on the tropes. It's like, what's our take on it? And it seemed like, well, let's riff on the kind of mix and matchable things of just like actor trope shots and
Yes.
character beats.
It's very layered.
It is.
He's layering tropes on tropes on tropes.
He is.
It's
So-
a trope turducken.
Yeah.
Let's
Trope-ducken.
see which ones we found.
Starring overhead shots of objects, stage plays, funerals, facial wounds, zooms,
Kevin and TJ did a good job kind of putting these
shots
together.
of writing,
Yeah.
shots of typewritten letters, whip pans.
Is he a film school guy or is he like self-taught?
Wes Anderson?
Yeah.
I would imagine he's probably a film school guy.
Characters explaining elaborate plans.
This is a big trope.
Just in case somebody is tailing
Very.
us.
We'll start with Bogus's
plot.
chicken house number 1.
It's 25
Clearly
inches of
loved Home
reinforced
Alone.
granite masonry.
I'd like to pitch camp here by 1600.
Characters running away suddenly.
It's my favorite one.
The Futurofont. Whimsical names.
Klaus Daimler.
Bob Mapplethorpe.
Edward Appleby. Rosemary Cross.
Applejack.
Did I miss a little Gene?
Face punches.
You tried.
Characters
first one.
with dead parents.
My mother's dead.
Sam's parents passed away a number of years ago.
You should have been at Dad's funeral.
My father died at 7½.
My father was murdered.
Willem Dafoe. Dead animals.
They ran over Buckley.
Willem Dafoe
Can we pause?
playing
Pause.
This was disturbing. He loves killing animals,
Yeah.
which
he
is the
does.
sign of a serial killer.
Oh.
It's one of the telltale signs of a serial killer.
Oh my God, he
loves
would
to
make a great
needless-
serial
He would
killer.
make the most, but he would be the Dexter. Yeah.
This guy would erase every track, frame it so it looks like someone else entirely.
He'd be the. I'll tell you right now, his name would be the Dollhouse Killer,
Yes.
and it's
Yes.
because he would put all of the bodies in intricate tableaus based on 18th century novels. But this is one disturbing thing that I noticed was he loves to kind of needlessly and in a way that has no real impact on the plot, kill animals, which is strange.
He'll very casually mention it, like he killed a bird when he was 8 and didn't think anything of it.
Or Willem Dafoe just throws a cat out the window. The dog gets run over in Royal Tenenbaums. There's a dog in Moonrise Kingdom that just gets shot with an arrow, and they're just like, the dog's dead. Okay, moving on. It's very disturbing.
I think that just his threshold for getting like an emotional response out of him is so high that like you need to do something extreme for him to feel.
I guess.
Or is he just trying to impose order on an unstructured world that deserves to be made clean?
Oh God, the signs are all there.
Yeah,
exactly.
The one font, the uniforms. Yeah.
Everything's adorable, but the
Parents
dead
are
animals
awful.
are disturbing.
What was that snowman murder thing with the
the snowman? Yeah.
I want to see the Wes Anderson version of that. You had all the clues, police.
Yeah.
All the
They were
symmetry.
typewritten on this hand crafted piece of paper from my childhood spiral notebook.
Yeah.
Yours, the dollhouse killer.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's keep going.
We just ruined it.
Dead animals.
They ran over Buckley.
Willem Dafoe playing a dead animal. Angelica Houston, old-timey telephones. Angelica Houston on an old-timey telephone. Foreigners, classic rock songs. Oil paintings. A foreigner playing a classic rock song in front of an oil painting. Characters reading books. Uniforms. Graveyards. A character reading a book wearing a uniform in a graveyard.
It's very strange.
Jason Schwartzman. Smoking. Moving vehicles. Jason Schwartzman smoking outside a moving vehicle. A Wilson brother. Strained sibling relationships. Exotic animals. A Wilson brother and his estranged sibling smoking with an exotic animal. Ed Norton. Reel-to-reel tape recorders. Ed Norton dictating into a reel-to-reel tape recorder while smoking and wearing a uniform. Bill Murray. Tiny motorcycles. Profile shots. And Bill Murray on a tiny motorcycle in a profile shot.
I know, right? It's very strange.
Every Wes Anderson movie. You know, we gave him crap for repeating himself, but the last thing anyone wants is a desaturated shaky cam CGI fest out of him. Just a movie about the drama club at Hogwarts.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
It's pretty much Rushmore.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just add magic to
Add
Rushmore,
magic to Rushmore.
and you've got
I
Wes
saved
Anderson's
History of
Harry
Hogwarts.
Potter.
What have you done?
Yeah.
I
I saved Transfiguration.
Yeah. What have you
I kind of don't want him to change. I want him to stay in his precious little bubble.
It's an adorable little bubble.
His handcrafted, hand-knit, crocheted bubble.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see. I want him to make a movie entirely out of matchsticks. That's his next project. All the sets are just matchsticks.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Yeah.
I want him to make an entire movie out of mosaics, just tiles.
Yeah.
Just perfectly symmetrical tiles.
Yeah, I'm into that too.
He's Hollywood's most special little boy.
He is. He's just delightful. They're just the most darling little things. Is maybe I say this a lot, but that's currently my favorite line you've ever written.
Just the most darling little things.
It is hard because like I think it's just like they're just they're I don't know, they're cute but weird and dark.
They're movies that I just want to pat on the head.
Yeah.
Just sort of condescendingly, but also like, yeah, you're okay.
You're good.
You know what I want to see him do? I just realized. Remember those Thumb War movies? That guy that made
Yeah.
them? I want to see him do one of those. One of those
Okay.
thumb movies.
Yeah.
Just very symmetrical thumbs
Nice.
to old Bowie songs.
All right.
Yeah.
Wes Anderson and Spike Jonze are locked in a cage. Who comes out alive for you?
Dude, he's a murderer.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I meant like film versus film, but
Oh, film versus film. Oh, I thought you meant actual fighting. It's definitely Wes Anderson. There's a lot of rage bottled up there in that tweed suit. That's a really good movie fight question. Spike Jonze versus Wes Anderson.
who's Hollywood's specialist boy?
Who's Hollywood's
So
most
it's a
special
little
boy?
boy. Yeah.
Wes.
It has ruined me a little bit for future Wes Anderson films because I already in the trailer for Isle of Dogs I noticed like two.
Oh,
She was in a reel-to-reel. It looked like the one character was speaking into a reel-to-reel tape recorder. I will now not be able to watch a Wes Anderson movie and not think about like, oh,
Yeah.
shots out.
Do you think one of the dogs is going to be smoking?
I don't know. Can a dog smoke in a PG-13 movie?
They just
We'll
can't
find
look
out.
up. You know what? Wes Anderson over Jones. Sorry, it had to take me a minute. Is it weird that even though we've like laid out everything he does, it still seems like Spike Jonze is trying harder than Wes Anderson sometimes?
See, I feel like it would be Spike Jonze because Spike Jonze spent way too much time around skateboarders to not know how to handle himself. Like, have you ever seen?
You're going back to the actual fight.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Yes, no, I'm going back to the actual fight. Have you seen how skateboarders treat each other? Like, to spend that much time around skateboarders, I say Spike Jonze wins in the fight.
But
I'm
without
sorry.
their skateboard, they're generally helpless. You know, they use that as a club.
No, I just mean generally, just psychologically.
throw down.
I mean, just the breaks to his bones are going to be so symmetrical and like perfect.
I could just see, Wes knowing like Aikido or something where like you use their own momentum against them, where he like just does a nerve pinch like at the exact precise right spot, and then he just crumples.
I just killed you. You have 14 seconds to live.
I want him to remake Dexter. That would be that. I want him to remake Dexter. The show,
okay.
And just
starring
direct
himself.
It. Yeah, starring himself. Or just Owen Wilson.
Do you have any deleted scenes, JT? Yes, sir. Let's play them.
Let's play them.
Oh, I gotta put this plastic down.
Just more starrings.
Starring characters getting into a scuffle.
It's not exclusive to him, but he does do that a lot.
And these are scuffles. These are not
Yeah,
fights.
those aren't fights. Those are scuffles.
People talking into two-way radios. Waving.
Yeah, it's Owen Wilson's.
Twister.
Twister. There we go.
There he is.
Just cut a few things for time.
Yeah, mostly all up there.
Yeah.
There's not much else to say about Wes Anderson.
No, it really
He
isn't.
is who we thought he was.
He is.
Horrible murderer.
No,
I mean, we discovered that.
I'm not saying he is a psychopath. I'm saying that the dead animal thing.
He exhibits
is
all
a
the
little-
traits of a
yes,
psychopath.
yes, the meticulous nature, the dead animal thing. I'm just saying, look out.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. Wes Anderson, serial killer or good director?
Of our hearts.
Of our hearts.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed that one. Sorry we didn't have too much to say about it. It just lulls me to sleep. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I just want to take a nap.
Feel really chill now.
Yeah, we're so chill. Next week, though, this might be the last
this is
trailer
not chill.
we ever do.
Yeah.
This is the opposite of chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no chill for next week's trailer.
No chill.
No chill had.
Zero
chill.
It might be time for Honest Trailers to end after this.
It's not going to go the way you think it will.
No.
But it will. And we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.